Hey guys, GameBoy3800 here. Once again, we're back in Forza Horizon 5, taking a look at the top 5 rarest cars that you can obtain. We're going to start things off with an honorable mention with the Deluxe 5-window Ford Forza Edition. Now, the reason why this is an honorable mention is because it seems you are able to buy these at any time. Now, this might not be true a year from now, but if we take a look at the auction house in a bit, we'll see that there's always a ton on the auction house, and I'm pretty sure you're able to buy and drive them even without, even owning the controller. And you can see here there's just a ton available here. So, not rare, but they are kind of expensive, but not anywhere nearly expensive as the Civic Coupe 2016. Now, this was in one of the first Forzathon shops, and for that reason, it's rare because not many people would have bought it because it's a Honda Civic. You know, it's just a Honda Civic. Who would have bought this? But it is incredibly rare. You can often find these for 20 million, but this is a car that could be in a future festival playlist. So I recommend you keep an eye out to add this to your collection. Our next car is the same kind of thing. This was in the first festival playlist, Series 0, for the early players who got the premium edition to play a week early. And as far as I can tell, it hasn't been available to obtain since, but I can almost guarantee that it will be available to obtain in a future festival playlist. So, yeah, these are expensive, 16 to 20 million as well, but they do pop up from time to time. These were not available to everybody, only available for 1 week for the people who got the premium edition of the game at launch. So that's why it's rare. Next is kind of a tie between the two new Toyota trucks. Well, new. I don't know when you're watching this video, but at the time these trucks are new. The Toyota Arctic trucks. We got the Hilux and the Land Cruiser. The Hilux and the Land Cruiser are here because you don't see them too often on the auction house. They're just not really there. But they are great fun vehicles to drive, and the reason why these cars are so rare is because they're just regular cars that have been in every other Forza game, or at least Horizon 4. So, you can swap the LFA engine into the Hilux here, that's funny. But yeah, nobody wanted to get these cars for 45 points in the festival playlist, so that's why these are so rare. Both the Hilux and the Arctic take a joint, third place. So yeah, we're taking a look at the Land Cruiser. I love the Land Cruiser here. I have it built very good in A-Class. I somehow managed to squeeze the racing V8, full weight reduction, and off-road race tires into an A-Class build. It's not even that much slower than a Bone Shaker for off-road races, so yeah, it's pretty insane. We also get the LFA V10 engine there, it looks like. And again, this is another car you just don't see on the auction house. I managed to find one for 20 million, but I looked again right before making this video, and it just wasn't available, so... again, another car that should be in the festival playlist in the future, but for now it's rare. And this is a car that I'm pretty sure is pretty rare because it's just an old Mustang. There's a lot of those in the game already. The Lamborghini that was for 80% of a series playlist is not too rare because everyone wanted it, but this, nobody wanted it. So 80% of the whole playlist for a car that is not too great in any one regard, so that's why it's rare. I haven't seen any pop up in the auction house. But then again, I haven't really looked. I've got this car in B-Class. It's an okay off-road racer, but it's not anywhere near the best. And lastly, the Ford GT OPI Edition. This car is so rare, you cannot find it in the auction house because you physically cannot search for it. There's no tag for it in the auction house. You can currently still go out and get this car, but you need to do some real-life things. You need to go to an Ultra-branded store in North America and buy some qualifying OPI Xbox products, nail polish, and then the printed out receipt should say Xbox in-game item. You take a picture of that and you get a code for it, and then you enter it on the Microsoft website. It's really convoluted and it costs too much money. Don't buy this car just to get it. It's not a great car. It does have an engine swap unlike the regular Ford GT, but that's going to do it for this video. Some rare cars, some ones that shouldn't be rare, and some honorable mentions. I really do like the Toyotas, and the Ford GT is just silly. But everything else you saw other than the Ford GT and Ford Coupe should be available to obtain in a future festival playlist. That'll be it from me today. I hope you all enjoyed. Thanks, Gambia. I'll see you all in the future.